Welcome back. We stick on field one and we have Women's Open action now. New Zealand are taking on the USA and I have the perfect co-commentator for this one. My good mate Tristan Manor, current Mixed Open coach for the USA, but also rich history in touch football in New Zealand. Great to have you in the box, Tristan.
Hey Scotty, it's awesome, mate. Really looking forward to this game. You're right. Had a wee chat to the New Zealand Women's Open coach before this game. The girls, were doing their stretches, winning the recovery battle at the moment. But the USA are up for this. They'll be looking forward to this one since they first saw the draw come out.
You always lift when you see if you've got Australia or New Zealand in your pool. You know it's going to be a tough match, but you always like playing those games against the best, don't you?
Oh, mate, we loved it. Game one, we had Aussie, mate, and it was good fun out there.
Good way to start your World Cup campaign, coming against the current world champions. But it's USA who get us underway here. They're driving into the line. They roll in. They're just short of the 5. They get into the 5-metre zone now. They're really close to the try line. They come back out to this left-hand side. And they're going to get a penalty. So awesome. Molly Luft.
Yeah, great start, mate. Molly's working really hard. She comes out of the Portland area. Captain of Portland. Does a really good touch. And Tara Menon in there at the middle with her at the moment.
Yeah, we'll talk it through the United States side. Who should we keep an eye out here?
Mate, they've got out on the right side there, Josie in that right link, plays rugby 7. She's got an awesome pass on her. Valeska on this side here, number 12, actually played in the New Zealand Nationals with Auckland, running the sweeper at the moment. So, yeah, they got girls that know touch footy.
Excellent. Really looking forward to seeing the United States. First look for us here through commentary. And good to see them out on field one. The Kiwis, runners up in 2015 in the World Cup. They look to throw it out in the direction there of Whippage, but the ball just dipping down. So first touch of the football here for New Zealand.
Mate, what was interesting, I did hear the coach talking about phase. He thinks phase is their best opportunity to score before the game, so nice to see them running the game plan there.
So they're doing a pretty good job defensively so far in the early stages of this, but nice kick out there, gets the extra metres for Hopcroft. And they'll just look to steady the ship and go forward again. They do. They'll be coming into the last touch now. Turnbull with the ball.
Dana's their go-to. Here we go.
They've got numbers and space here. Summed it up beautiful. And they get their opening touchdown in the corner. So nice work there from Turnbull. Had plenty of time and space available to her. Takes the right option in the end. They get the opening touchdown.
Yeah, just a nice simple play there. I think it was just a little W platform. Interesting to see the USA girls, bit of pre-touch footwork. If they'd squeezed before the touch, they might have been on the chase out, been able to pick that one up, Scotty. But you've seen little number 16 here, coming out of dummy half. This is Carissa. She played in the Youth World Cup, and she is a gun.
Let's keep an eye out. The call has been made. And dishes there from half. She'll get the ball again here.
She
shows
pass,
it on the inside.
Phase, there we go.
Yeah, looks to go short. They're going to get a penalty though. The New Zealanders caught not going forward.
Hey, Scotty, really interesting. That right wing was open there, so Carissa came back on the phase play. If she'd popped it over the top and she can hit that pass, there was definitely a touchdown opportunity.
Yeah, standing really infield at the moment. The defence out there for New Zealand, so Carissa again.
Claire Lundy with the ball.
Yep. Lundy again gets it. They try to take on the short side, looking to dive to get underneath, but Victoria Pone making the touch. Lundy again, they come back.
This is the Portland connection, mate, with the ball there. So Erica with the ball currently. She's Portland as well, Women's Open. Current national champions they are.
Oh, the Portland. Have they got a nickname? What are they called? The Portland
Hunters.
The Hunters.
Yeah.
Oh, look out for the Portland Hunters. I love it.
Awesome. Oh, great touch.
Yeah, screaming up out of the line. Jade Bowen out there. Read it perfectly. And fifth touch took any threat of attack out of the United States there. So New Zealand now, let's see how they transition.
And nice. That's Lorraine Lynn, number 14. She's actually come through the Singapore school program as well. So quite a few players throughout the USA Touch Football program that have come through Singapore, playing in the Opens divisions.
So the Kiwis again. Nice touch, yeah. Having to go back to the mark there, Williams. They get the quick roll ball. They're still carrying on. They go short. Yeah, honesty.
Waved it off.
Yeah, nice work there from Petard, just saying that she didn't make the touch. It was a nice short ball coming from the outside in. They get number 2.
Nice, mate. We'll see USA sending out their next pod. We've got Miano out there, number 15. She's a gun and scramble play. So interesting to see what they do off the tap. But we've got Zaynep, far side link, and she plays out of New York City. And she likes a sweeper too, so let's see what they set up here.
They get us underway. Tap off just going nice and straight and direct at the moment. Fakes to go back onto the inside. They drift out to the left-hand side, switch in now.
Boom.
Again, nice ball, but yeah, might have just got away with that being over the mark. Still continuing on. They go the short ball and touch made.
Oh, they're checking it out.
No, the ball's down. Do you know what? I actually first thought the same thing. Look at the celebrations. There were heaps of Americans in the crowd in front of us. Yeah, I thought the same thing. She did claim the touch, but it almost looked like she had 2 goes at it.
Oh,
USA! USA!
Go get
What
them,
about
Eagles.
the crowd?
And that's Miano just coming out of half there on that phase play, mate. So, yeah, she loves a good scrambled play setup.
Hey, that was awesome. Well done. So the score is 2-1. This is good work from the United States, but pretty key here. If they can hold out this set, they'll get a lot of confidence coming from that. Every time New Zealand's come down, though, they've looked dangerous and they've pretty much taken points. And they look to dive.
Good touch by the link. Great touch, Lorraine. That's the kind of effort it's going to take, mate.
Yeah, touch on Norman Bell diving into the line. Dishes off again. Kavanagh back to Norman Bell. He's trying to organise between themselves. They look for a wrap play here. They go short. They roll it right between the line. Oh, now the referee's accidentally run into one of the players and she's back on her feet. Oh, God, I got a little bit nervous there.
Josie's tough, mate. She's really tough. Like I said, comes out of the Rugby Sevens program back home.
If anything, the referee probably picked up an injury out of that. They come towards their sub box now. They've got to do some hard work here.
It's awesome ball control by the USA girls, mate.
Just slow the play up. They're going to go forward.
And Carissa will come out of half here.
Tristan's called it, scoops it with the right hand. And just couldn't connect up. She's looking to come back out to this left-hand side. They turn the ball over. They're going to roll it right on the 10-metre line here. Just shy of the 10 metres now.
Mate, it's been really nice to see Janelle, number 10, her progression through the Women's Touch program. She started on the wing for New Zealand, and she's been working really hard over the last few years, and yeah, now a really nice dominant player in the middle of the field.
So Stanton drifting across the field, and they turn it back into Turnbull. And just crabbing across the field. Took a while for the acting half to get into place. Victoria Sycamore, she's getting a little bit closer now. They might go for the quick ball from the half. They do. There's space out here in front for the Kiwis. Yeah, just caught creeping infield a little bit. The wing defence for the USA. But pretty simple touchdown, but an effective run there for New Zealand.
Yeah, mate, Seth on the far side wing that scored USA's touchdown. She's working hard out there. She's got her water on the far side, so she's going to do some minutes in this heat, I tell you. But here we go. We see Miano heading back out there. The try creation by her for USA.
So the States get us back underway. They've got some sweep play coming around the back. And get back into half.
Get it in. So Miano off the deck. Got it.
Oh,
link space.
Yeah, and just got a little hesitant. I think that was exactly the play that she wanted, but the link just coming back on the inside, so held on to the football in the end, but yeah, it almost opened up there for the States.
Man, I think New Zealand will just be happy to truck the ball forward and leave the ball at the other end of the field at this stage of the game.
Yeah, got away with a, no, I was going to say they got away with one, but no, yeah, it was definitely forward. They choose to roll the ball, the USA, and they continue on. They're going to make a couple of changes as well. They come out to the left-hand side of the field. That's a bit more direct there from Witter.
Mate, we've got the experienced players out there now. We got Molly left on the dump. Tara comes out of half. Yep, loves are good. Here we go, boom. Tara will go, yep, off the right foot. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was a lot closer than what the Kiwis would have liked. Ma having to put the body on the line to make the touch there. They'll head towards their sub-box now. They're rolling nicely, though, the Kiwis. This is probably just the difference in terms of when they're making substitutions between the two sides. Look at how the Kiwis continue on with their set here. They're driving in. They're about 7 out from the try line. Just pops up there. They go short,
Great
but they
touch.
scramble nicely, the USA. Good work.
You look at how quickly New Zealand can balance into position when their subs come onto the field, Scotty. Makes a really big difference. That's probably where they're getting USA at the moment.
So defensive pressure here. Nice left foot step.
Nice V.
Yeah, get some extra metres. They go more direct on the next one. This is better. They're about to go over the halfway. Nice contact there. Molly Luff driving forward. This is good from the States. Just keep going forward.
Carissa
Have it
out
go
of
from half.
Yes, Carissa. Rip. Oy.
Yeah, half a chance. They just got a little held up in the previous roll ball. It just took a little bit of pace out of her when she was trying to come in and go from half.
Yeah, mate, she's all footwork and she's really fun to watch, mate. At the USA Nationals this year, she was exceptional for a really young player, so looking forward to seeing her development. She'll probably get to play in 4 World Cups over the next 6 years, mate. 2 Youth World Cups and 2 Opens.
Yeah, that's exciting for the young lady as New Zealand have turned the ball over here. So the score is still 3-1. We're deep into the first half. I think the USA would be really ecstatic with the way that they played so far in the first half.
Mate, well, the fans are here in the stands. I know there's players back at the hotel room, in the aircon watching this at the moment, so I'm sure they're cheering loud, all the parents at home as well.
There you go, good drive in again. Lundy, she's been really good for the USA just to get them forward up the park. They do it again with Witter, but the half was just not quite in play.
Miano off the deck. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a touch made. The referee not awarding the hard touch penalty, so it's 5th touch. They're going to have to try to create a little something out of nothing, but the touch made there from Victoria Pono.
Mate, their best opportunities seem to be in the links at the moment, so maybe the links need to stand a little bit wider and come back against the grain and those plays instead of running with the ball.
So again, New Zealand, they go to their substitution box side of the field. That continual flow for the new players coming onto the field is still really evident here for the Kiwis. They drive in, they look to go from half, they go short, and touch made. Great touch made there.
Yeah, great touch. USA working really hard on their pre-touch positioning, mate, and it's working for them at the moment.
They got to get forward again. New Zealand, they're probably out beating the USA in the territory game at the moment. But the States, they got players on the field. They just need to straighten up.
Yeah, Molly doing what she does. Here comes Tara out of half on the next touch.
Oh. Good play though. It's enterprising. They managed to do well in the end. They were struggling to get over the halfway line, but again, it's Molly Luff. Every time she gets the ball, just puts her head down, goes forward, and they almost got a little play on this left-hand side.
Mate, Molly's tough, a real competitor. Owns the middle of the field in any team she's a part of. She played mixed open in the last World Cup, so really nice to see her playing her role well for her team.
Yeah, doing well. There's a good contact from the United States as well, but the Kiwis, they've got the ball. Kavanagh just driving forward. They've got sweepers coming around the back. A little bit clunky play on. Here's the call. I think that's gone forward.
Yeah, ref's got him.
The referees, no, he's backing up. Oh, the crowd is not happy. Well, yeah, it looked forward. It was hard to see from where we are how the hands were positioned, but it's hard to question mark when the ball was thrown in the field of play and caught in the in-goal area.
That's right. Well, here we go. We've got the girls heading back out now. Chris is out there with Valeska and Claire Lundy and Erica. The Portland connection. 4 Portland players out there. Be good fun. See what they can do.
4-1 the score. New Zealand, they increase the lead to 3. But they still haven't really looked all that comprehensive in this match so far. Nice switch in from the States. Again, they drive in. There's players in motion coming around the back. They can get face play here. They might have them on the back foot, the Kiwis. They just realign. Nice butt ball. They're still going. Nice enterprising play again from the United States. The winger, like you called there, Tristan, just coming in. If they could get the ball away earlier and the winger stays out, there might have been a chance.
Mate, Saf was hunting out that hole that she scored the first touchdown in, I think. Got a little bit excited, but that was the time to stay out there.
So New Zealand, they choose to roll it on the 5-metre line. Turnbull moves into half now.
Mate, really interesting to see both teams using the W platform for their last play. M2 for those back home in Aussie. They just get to the middle of the field, find the two middles, scoop short side, step back open side for a 4-on-3.
Turn back onto the inside now, Ma. Sends it back infield.
Sweep up.
And they give, but they just held on to the ball and almost getting in underneath.
Got him.
Yeah, the ball just to the sweeper there, or they almost caught in two minds, eventually gave it, but just took all the momentum out of that sweep play coming around the back. USA roll it on the 5.
Listen to the crowd, mate. They're loving it.
They're really trying to lift their girls. They're coming into the back of the first half. They're down by 3 at the moment. I think the crowd know that these are the key moments when they're trying to get out of their end of the field and over the halfway. They're about to get over there now.
Miano, another one. Here's Miano. Out of half. Got her.
She's into the in goal. She's still going, baby. Miano just got to connect.
Touch.
The scramble defence. The referee is saying that the ball was gone before the dive was affected there on the touch. So they've still got one more play here. The United States. There's not many options. They'll probably hold it. Oh, it's just popped over the top. And
great cover touch.
Yeah, Jay Bowen coming in.
Sign of things to come, mate. It's pretty hot out there, mate. There'll be a bit of fatigue towards the end of this half, I think, and Miano looks like she's got a lot of running in her.
Yeah, absolutely. Lightning quick, and the Kiwis just having to go back to the mark. There's Jade Bowen. They throw that extra pass, so they're moving the ball nicely here, the Kiwis, just to pick up those extra couple of metres, because they're doing it quite difficult at times now to get out of their end of the field. They turn back on the inside. Their sweep is coming around the back. Yeah. They've overstepped it, couldn't pick the ball up.
Awesome. That's a way to lift the players, mate. The players on the sub box were excited by that one, Scotty. Here we go. Got a punch.
So they come out now to the sub box. They've got to get some changes on. Yeah, there's pressure here from the Kiwis. Look at him come up. Tony Wells comes up out of the line now. There's no one to support, but Wells pulled away from the touch in the end. Lets the United States continue on.
Molly's got him. Boom.
Yeah, there's that ball that you called. It's there, but just couldn't connect up on the outside. They got to scramble across here, the United States.
Man, if they can square up and stop rolling through the field, pick up a couple of touches here, only give New Zealand one shot at their line.
So Stanton dishes, Sycamore. They're just taking their time here, the Kiwis. Sycamore again, just shy of the 5. They come off the right foot. They head back towards Sycamore. She tries to get it out. Has the ball gone. They skip on the outside. They tried to scramble across, but just couldn't connect up with the legs there. And the Kiwis, that was good ball transition. They found Sycamore again. She summed it up perfectly, and they score in the corner.
Mate, last couple of plays, Kiwis have gone to the sweepers. It's like Liana's just thrown one play up for her team to run at a time coming out of the sub box. So bit of prescription there from coach, and it's working really well for her.
The support here for the girls is just outstanding. They're really trying to get behind their girls as we tap back out here. Got to just keep going
forward.
Get
it in. Yep, got to get it in there.
And this is that pick and go. We might keep an eye on Erica Frey. Here she goes again. That footwork. Yeah, just couldn't connect.
It's interesting that the Kiwi middles are turning around and chasing in on that. So it opens up that short side hole between the middle and link. I'll be interested to see what happens later on in the game.
So they need to try to get up and put some pressure on here, the States. The Kiwis, they made changes early. But they've got their full 6 onto the field now. Winding down towards the back end of the first half. They drive back into the middle now, Kavanagh. They might have him beat. Kavanagh gets the ball back again. They send it out to that far side.
That was a nice pass.
And the ball has been planted down. Patricia Hopcraft. That might be back-to-back touchdowns for her, but nice ball movement and progression there for the New Zealand Kiwi Ferns.
Yeah, really nice pass behind the shutting winger there, mate. Really good execution of skill, Janelle. Let's see what we got. We've got Miano, Witter, Valeska, yep, and Z heading out there. So Miano plays with San Diego Galaxy at Nationals, having a bit of fun. They have a really competitive women's team, all primarily rugby players. So
Sweeping around the back, they straighten up now. And Mayano dishes. Goes back into half, Mayano.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go. Yep. Just picked it up.
Good pick up from you as well. A little bit of a error in the roll ball. Really want to hold out defensively in this set.
Good couple of touches there by Z. One touch into, there we go.
Yeah, the hooter sounds in the background. And the Kiwis will go into the halftime break with a 5-touchdown lead. The score is at 6-1, but there was plenty of positive signs there for the USA in that first half.
Looking forward to the second half, mate. It's going to be fun.
We'll be back with the second half very shortly. It's New Zealand 6, USA 1. And we are back here, Putrajaya, Malaysia, for the second half. It's the Women's Open match. We've got New Zealand taking on the USA. Have got a message over half-time that the heat has started to increase. So for the second half, we will be playing 2 10-minute quarters. But it was all New Zealand in the first half there, Tristan.
Oh, mate, Eagles taking on the Kiwis. Hey, the Battle of the Birds. Here we go. It's all on. We've got Tony Wells out here on link on this side. She's pretty dangerous.
It's opened
Over
up.
the top. What a great start play.
Yeah, straight away. They get a touchdown off the tap-off. Hayley Lee scoring in the corner. And beautiful work there. Those nice early balls out to the wingers. It's kind of throwing it to where they need to be, but it's a line, and it's just holding back, running onto that into the right space. It's been really impressive, and they did it perfectly there for that touchdown.
Yeah, mate, that's an analysed situation there. I reckon that's coaches watching the game, analysing the opposition and saying, hey, that winger there's really tight, mate. Let's look for a nice simple one over the top.
So USA are back on attack, and they get another touchdown. Oh, they just ran into each other a little bit there.
Yeah, Carissa wanted the switch there for Lorraine. We've got Lundy in the middle. She knows how to drive a ball in. She'll bang it in for Erica. Yeah, oh, no, there we go. Carissa on the pass.
Yeah, Tony
Lundy's
Wells
through, mate.
still in the end goal.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Oh,
ball
good
back.
D.
Gee, she really ripped that ball back on the inside. Tony Wells coming up to put defensive pressure, but it ended up putting a little bit of pressure back onto New Zealand, and it opened up in the middle on that occasion there for the States.
Yeah, there's a bit of space there, mate, when it sort of gets scrambled, when they take a couple of touches really close to the line. The defence have got to make a couple of decisions, so lucky Tony was there to clean all that up.
Yeah, they're over the halfway line now with Pone. They become more centralised. Aura Williams just turning back on the inside. Williams goes in the half, wraps around now, gets the ball back. Williams, they're on the back foot here. The USA, she just goes herself. Summed it up perfectly. A good ball movement and transition there for the Kiwis. Aura Williams, nice touchdown. And they're putting the foot on the throat a little bit now, New Zealand.
Yeah, Erica was coming in there to try and clean up and help, and they just got to her outside. And then that's a short side play. She just got caught up a little bit, and the other players are running away from her, unfortunately.
So, mate, you've been involved in the USA touch side of things for a little while now, coaching the mixed open side. But just talk us a bit through the development that's happening in the USA with touch football at the moment.
Mate, what's been awesome is, so coming out of the 2015 World Cup, I was lucky enough to be involved with the States there. We hunted for a women's open coach. So Adrian, unfortunately, I took him off the playing field in 2016 up at Disney and had a chat to him about women's open touch, and he's really taken it by the reins. So our program leads are the men's and women's programs at the moment. The development of this campaign here is core skills and key actions. That's all we're looking at. Improving the roll ball, improving the passes, improving how to make touches. And then moving into the next World Cup in 2023, we're going to get really tactical and technical. But if you don't have the foundation in the game of touch footy, where 80% of the time you're rucking, you're winning the rucking or losing the rucking, you don't have your core skills and key actions, then you're in trouble. So I think the USA Rugby Sevens program is a testament to when an organisation decides they're going to work on core skills and key actions, what can happen, because they're really successful now. So our MOU with USA Touch Football and USA Rugby has come together really well. JD Stevenson, who's the General Manager of High Performance for Touch Football in USA, is also involved with the USA High Performance for their rugby as well. So we're collaborating. We've got the strength and conditioning guys. We've got the analysts with us here at this event. And I think, watch out for the USA Eagles in 4 years' time in the next World Cup, mate.
Oh, you've heard it first. The USA, they are on the way. They've already marked the next World Cup. But they're doing a good job in this one. Hold on to the ball there. But it's going to be a fifth touch coming now. Heavy contact. And they're going to get 6 more touches. So fair call there from the referee. And what are the, you've made mention of a few of the places within the United States, but where are the strongholds? Where are the competitions happening over there in the States?
Mate, I'd have to say, the LA Royals have been really tough over the last few years in the men's program. Lincoln Little, who comes out of Australia, well known, played New South Wales Mixed Open, also plays with the Mavericks. He's one of the Doyleson players as well, who was part of the four-peat this year, so he's part of the men's program there. With the LA Royals, then you've got the Portland Hunters, like we spoke about. Portland Hunters are awesome, mate. They won the men's final this year, beat LA. LA were going for the three-peat. And then, who else we got out there? New York City, that's Cav and his crew over there. Chicago, play some good footy. We got the Arizona Rise. We have teams as well. So, Seattle, there's teams all over the country. I think there's more touch footy there than people realise. And, once we get to fixing the development in their local areas, the national touch footy program will just be an outcome.
No, it's awesome to see. Yeah, a real eye-opener, I think, for some of the competitors here. Touchdown there to the Kiwis. And Pone just going over the line. But, yeah, real eye-opener for some of the bigger countries, just to see how far countries have gone, like the United States, and how much touch football has actually been played across the country at the moment.
Yeah, mate. I mean, they see how it's done around the world. They collaborate. Cayman Islands have a lot to do with USA Touch Football as well. I'm lucky enough to have Scott McCarty as my assistant coach for this campaign, and he's teaching me a few things about management of people, mate, while I'm teaching him about touch footy. So, Cayman Islands, Chile have been coming to the event for a wee while. We had Jamaica a couple of years ago. Canada came last year. So there's some real collaboration that OJ Harvey has been at the forefront of, and I think we can only get better, mate.
In the 5, the USA touch made. So Whippich rolls the ball. He's dancing around. They'll turn it over, and the Kiwis here will come out of their line.
Just stealing the meters on the first touch, mate. With that.
It's a difference, isn't it? Second touch and you're already over the halfway line, and they're really not going at any extreme pace, but you just have a look at what the defence is doing, throw that extra pass and the meters that you can make.
Big difference is, mate, the ball goes sideways, the players go forward. And that's probably the key to our rucking.
Look at the ball there and the finish as well. Nice work. So another
Can you pass like that, Scotty?
Definitely not. No, not even close. And Elliott finishing off in the corner.
Nice we set up there as we see Witter, Lorraine Lynn, Miano coming back out to the field.
We'll flip on the other side of the field now. The Kiwis have also got a lot of knowledge and experience on them. Obviously in the Women's Open Division, runners up at the last World Cup, but there's no doubt that they've been keeping an eye on the Australians throughout the tournament as well, and they've probably got one eye on the final on Saturday too.
Yeah, mate, what's been really nice is Liana's been with the program for a while now, so nice to see a coach, do years and be consistent and get to pick teams and develop players. A few players here coming out of the youth programs from a few years back, so yeah, I think she's in a nice, had a really nice development phase, and now she's getting the best out of her players. Got a couple of leaders out there to work the girls as well, and really nice to see Tony Wells playing her first, World Cup for New Zealand. I think she's going to make a real difference when it comes to go time versus the Aussies tomorrow.
She knows plenty about them, doesn't she, Tony Wells, based over in Australia, but yeah, had a super impressive last 12 months, really forced their way back into this New Zealand side.
Mate, and she was man of the match for the Titans women's against the Broncos, so that tells a story on its own, and that was only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and it was Wells that drove into the line on that previous play. They looked to get on that outside ball again. They turn it over on this occasion. Great defense is the call. See one of the American fans, he's walking around with a bald eagle in his hand.
Oh yeah, it's all happening over here, mate. Don't you worry. Hey, mate, we had a really fun team building night with the players a few days ago, and I tell you, mate, some of the chants they came up with were phenomenal. They could be number one hit songs, I tell you.
Oh, entertaining. So short within the 5 here. They go back on the inside. Beautiful ball. Yeah, just threaded the needle there, and another touchdown.
Unfortunately, Lorraine just got caught standing there. I think she was watching the play unfold, and probably just needed to be a little bit tighter at that point. A bit of fatigue setting in now, mate. It's going to be tough for them. They need to get out there with a bit of energy. Energy comes out of the box. That's how it goes.
So you may mention that a lot of the United States players on the female side of thing have got rugby backgrounds. Is it the same on the men's side of the field, or have some of the athletes come across from all different sports, given touch football a go and have liked it? I'm talking Native Americans. How have they sort of made their way into the sport?
Mate, so yeah, we got a guy in there, Eric. He's out of college ball. He could probably vertical leap over people. Peter Norman backflips them. I reckon he could just run up and jump over you with 2 feet.
There's half a chance.
Kyla Roth, mate. Oh, no, Kyla Letoy. Yeah, she's actually got a really nice little wee son on tour with her, Ioane. So big shout out to her and the grandparents who have been here looking after him for the whole trip. But Yeah. So with the boys program, there's, like I said, there's a guy at a college ball. We got Robbie in the team, and he came over to the States on an MLS soccer scholarship. So his footwork is awesome. It's beautiful, but the rest of them primarily would be touch players. We got a winger, Johnny, and he's the man. He's the rugby guy. He's the character.
So the quarter time break has been sounded. We have moved into quarters for the remainder of this match. So both teams will go over to grab a quick drink. We'll do the same. We'll be back with the final quarter very shortly. And we are back for the final quarter. It is the USA taking on New Zealand. So play will resume where it finished just before the hooter went at the end of the third quarter. So New Zealand back on the attack.
Mate, got a good feeling about this quarter, Scotty. Hey, here come the Eagles.
USA. USA. I'm backing them in, mate. I reckon they're going to get another touchdown.
Yep. I tell you. 10 minutes to go. The girls know it. Had a breath. This is it, mate. Everything they got. Field 1 versus New Zealand.
Yeah, what a great opportunity for them. Hopefully there's some family and friends back in the States tuning in for this one as well.
Great drive.
Here we go. This is what worked well for them in the first half when they just got forward. Now they've got to get something off the end of it.
Footing.
Last touch now. Oh, the big dummy. She's still dancing. Switch it in, but the New Zealand defence, they're just holding nice and steady. But, yeah, it almost opened up there. And it was Foray. She's quick.
Here we go. Saf out on the far wing. She's playing some big minutes, mate. Working really hard in the sun. And that's Molly. That's the one. Oh, play on there. Thought she almost picked it up. That's her rugby background, mate.
And pick up from the ruck.
Oh, she's wanted to smash her, I'm sure.
Oh, nice touch on Tony Wells. Even lucky to get away with potentially maybe off the mark, but Wells drives in again.
Squeeze, Tara, squeeze.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Straight through the middle. Great speed there from Ma, but Victoria Pone has been super impressive for the Kiwis in terms of ball work. And they were just diving from everywhere to try and stop it, but they just couldn't quite get across there in the end. Looked like a war zone at the end of it.
Mate, you can't deny effort, and that's what touch footy is when it comes to defence. I've said it before, energy, effort and enthusiasm. And there was all three of those things in that defensive set there.
And so 11-1 is the score now. The Kiwis are in real control of this one over the United States. Show a little switch back onto the inside again. Pressure coming up here.
From half.
Yeah,
dummy half,
definitely with dummy half. They continue on though. Nice left to right, a little bit of footwork. That's late, so they'll get caught eventually. But yeah, lucky to get away with that one. She was definitely dummy half.
Here we go, let's see what New Zealand can do. I'd like to see a nice defensive set here by Valeska and the crew. Get them up off the line, bit of pressure.
Yep, on the deck, but straight back to the feet. Kylie Latoy out here on the right-hand side for the States.
Mate, story about her. She's the only player in the USA to have won all 3 divisions, a men's open, mixed open and women's open gold medal at nationals.
Unbelievable.
Now it sounds a bit weird, but her women's open team couldn't go one year and they don't have a rule about women not playing in the men's. So she played in the men's team and they won the gold.
And they're on the back foot here. Look at this running. Yeah, probably just needed to make a decision, either come in or chase out. Just got caught on the back foot. And another touchdown, that's the 12th for the Kiwis.
12-1 at the moment, mate. There we go.
I just want to try and stop the flow. Get a touchdown of their own, but they need to try to aim up defensively as well and just try to keep the Kiwis at 12 if they can.
Made in touch footy, it's funny how one really good defensive set can lift the team and change the momentum, swing the tides. Doesn't matter who you're playing against, doesn't matter how good they are. Just one really good stop can make a big difference. Oh,
nice little switch, and it comes back on the inside. This is better for the States.
Erica.
They look to go short side, hit the winger. And Claire Lundy, she was running that link line. That was better. And just turning the ball over. So no doubt fatigue is really starting to play an effect here. And probably on both sides of the field, to be fair.
Oh, 100%, mate. I'm tired just sitting here on the chair talking about it.
Oh, and that was flat. And that was worse than flat, I think. They continue on.
Big push by Carissa. Erica, get up here. Bit of energy.
Oh, that was forward as well.
Oh,
the crowd there blowing up.
No.
It was a loose pass, just the old one-handed.
Oh, there we go. Crowd
again.
are blowing.
Yeah, we finally got him.
Oh, Coach Adrian, he's having a word down the sideline too, having a good time. Hey.
you can let one go, but I think when you're starting to get 3 or 4, that's when you get a bit frustrated. But they finally got him in the end.
Yep, mate. The crowd definitely supporting the minnows in this one.
Yeah, Lundy driving forward again. She's had a great game.
Here we go, Tara. Yep. Tara and Molly. Straight in for a W. Short. Got
Here
her.
she goes. Oh, comes off the left foot to go short. Yeah, half a chance. The bald eagle, the stuffed bald eagle out here, he's getting a bashing on the fence.
He did just get his head bashed on the fence, mate. The fans are going crazy.
So they are just taking a little bit of time here. Don't really need to exert too much energy. Another game this afternoon, I think, still to come in the Women's Open, and then we'll go into semi-finals tomorrow.
Ooh,
the Kiwis.
It's nearly time.
Yeah, it is nearly time. We've already had 3 gold medal matches, and the Kiwis and the Aussies played in all 3, and the Kiwis going away with 2 victories. Good contact there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not quite a touchdown, but that was just as good.
Yep.
That was solid contact, completely disrupted the roll ball.
Molly loves it. She used one of the Kiwis as a tackling bag then. Hey, good contact on the ruck. Good
and turns it on again.
Yep.
I think, who was that? That was Ma. I think she might have been the one that copped the initial shot.
Yeah.
She's tried to go the get square, but get found out again.
Yeah.
So I don't think she'll go for a third go.
Neither do I. Miano wants to go from half here. Here she goes. Brink. Yeah. Just looking for hole runners. A bit unlucky.
Yeah, forward pass in the end. They'll touch it. Off here, they'll go back towards their sub box. The crowd still really lifting behind their United States team. The Kiwis again, just rolling up the field. Ma turns it back on the inside. She'll go in a half and dish it and make her way to the sub box.
Here we go.
2 more changes here for the Kiwis.
It's going to go to that middle platform. What do we got, Tony? 30 too long.
They're in trouble here.
Got her. Yeah.
Yeah. She read it in the end, but just couldn't quite get over. Probably just needed to go from the word go.
Yeah, Lizzie was just facing in, mate. When the ball shot outside her, she had no chance of helping her team out there. Winger just had to make a decision, in or out.
So the 13th on the board for the Kiwis. Just the one for the United States.
Mate, Erica and Lundy had a bit of fun on the last tap off. Let's see what they're going to do this time. Created a few opportunities.
So they just split between themselves at the moment. Crowd is firing up here.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, Erica and Lundy again.
They go short side dish, gets down low. Oh, touch made.
Mate, Chucky went up in the crowd then. Old Charles Sanderson, he was up.
He's been up on every single play.
Oh, I tell you, mate, he's a stalwart, in USA Touch, and yeah, supports everybody from Portland Hunters. Here we go.
Kiwis again, they're over the half. They're into the USA's end of the field. They'll be sniffing around for number 14. Just the exchange of passing. Ma again. Nice work coming out of the line. And thrown into the United States defender. It might have even gone away, but yeah, they turned the ball over. That was better defense and perfectly read. Got up and put pressure on.
That's what we need on the fifth touch, mate. It's just a squeeze beforehand, force the pass. Valeska doing what she does really well, mate, eating those meters.
Hey, good ball. Good ball back on the inside. Drive and go. Pick it up and go. She's got plenty of speed and footwork. She's going to go again here. They've got them. They've got them. Oh, a contact. Both players running into each other. So they roll on the 5 here, the Kiwis. We are coming towards the back end of the final quarter. Again, we're going to just turn the ball on the inside, get an extra 5 or so metres up the field. Again, passing, but that was better chase. The Kiwis with Bowen over the halfway line now. Bowen gets the ball back, turns it back on the inside again. Bowen drives in.
Man on, that's a nice link touch. They all got to chase out. Good touch.
Yeah, well done. Touch on Pony. Again, they go short side, back to Victoria.
Yeah,
great defence there from the stage, right on the hooter. So good job to hold the Kiwis out right before the end of this match, but it is the runners-up from the 2015 World Cup. Too good. And as we said, they've got one eye on the finals now, but the USA gallant in defeat, and they would have taken a lot out of that match against the New Zealanders.
Oh, mate, I tell you, really proud of the girls today. They'll be looking forward to this. Hard for them to be this late in the tournament, having to take on, one of the competition strongholds. But you're exactly right, mate. They'll get a lot of really good learnings out of that game.
Final score in this one is New Zealand 13, the USA 1.